Hello, everybody. Welcome to World 11 Podcast. I'm your host, the Chocolate Thunder with Wonder, the Nestle Crunch that you should be able to munch on, the Nestle Wonder Ball, as Larry calls me, Mr. Eddie V. And joining me is our West Coast correspondent. He has somehow got free of his mission, Mr. Tony Zilakakis, our Professor Panty Drop of University of yes.
Well, thank you for having me back on the show. It's been a while.
Yes, it's been almost like a couple of months.
Yeah, it's been a couple months.
Yes, you and Adrian are dearly missed. So, we're actually going to be catching up with you, Tony. What have you been playing?
What everyone else has been playing, freaking Breath of the Wild, man.
Well, and anything else?
I was playing Bloodborne until Breath of the Wild came out, and now it's just Breath of the Wild. That's it.
And have you finished Bloodborne?
No, I didn't finish it.
I don't think I could return to that game anymore.
Wait, why is that?
I think I understand the challenge, and I understand, the difficulty being hard, and you have to press through the progress, but it's just not fun anymore. Like, it's literally frustrating, and I think it doesn't ease you into enjoying the game. So
the way that it was made, it's clear that it's intentional that it was made this way.
Yes,
to just challenge you right off the bat and not walk you through anything, hold your hand. Well, I don't know. I was really enjoying it. I was getting really into it, but Zelda.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it was just like the cheap hits and the camera angle sometimes mess everything up for me.
Yeah, it's part of the game is kind of, it feels like it's make sure that you don't put your character into a position where you can't control the camera that well. And, like, stay away from corners.
Yeah, but see, it's hard when your weapon is not strong enough and your enemy's weapon is stronger. It just feels like there's an unbalance there. And I know you have to work hard to get it to balance it to be more powerful, but I think the way that it punishes you and you have to keep resetting, you have to try to get the souls that you lost back and stuff. It gets to a point where the repetition of the difficulty that stays there, it just becomes unfun. And not saying that it's not a game for me, but or I'm whipping out or anything. It's just that the repetition got so boring that I don't care to return back to it.
Ooh, that sucks.
And it's just, oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, once I'm done with Zelda, I'll try to go back to it, but it'll be hard. I might have to start from the very beginning again, just because it seems like a game that taking time off and then coming back. Mm-hmm. The controls are so different in that game from anything else I've ever played. It won't feel comfortable. I'll have to start from the beginning again just to remember how it goes.
Unlike Xenoblade Chronicles X, which I could see how Monolith built the Zelda world from Xenoblade.
I will. Well, I don't know. We could talk about Zelda when you're ready. But
yeah. Anything else, or that's pretty much it?
That's it that I've been playing. Yeah.
That you've been playing. I've been playing, of course, Breath of the Wild, which we're going to get to later on. And I definitely been playing a little bit of the Order 1886. I've kind of just started the first part of it, and then I stopped. Where he actually get his first weapon. He's just looking over the town. So I haven't got anything further than that. I just installed it, played it, and then was okay.
You got the idea.
Yeah. Pokemon Sun, I've been actually playing. I gotta start my Pokemon Moon too soon. But Pokemon Sun is what I've been playing a lot on my 3DS. and we'll probably talk about this later on, but I probably gonna be ordering my external hard drive for my PS4 like at the end of this week, because I really want to dump everything off my PS4 onto a external hard drive.
Order, that game is known for being super short, right?
Yeah, they say about 6 to 7 hours.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but it's like so linear that it's like once you do everything, there's no reason to go back.
It's just done.
It's just done. Yeah. And my plan was Saturday was to play it. I play Breath of the Wild, put it down and be like, okay, I'm gonna eat and then I'm gonna start the order. I ate and started watching Angie Trifecta or something like that. I have to look it up. It's a comedy on TBS. It's like it feels like a National Lampoon spoof of comedy dramas. Dude, I fell out laughing. Like they have visual gags and then they have lines and stuff. Like the visual gags you can see, and then they have lines, like their dialogue that's just completely funny, and then the expressions are just like, wait, huh? What you just say? And it's let's see what Andrew Tribeca. Yeah, that's it. And yeah, dude, I like watched both seasons in one whole city, and I'm like, I was supposed to play the Order 1886. Whoops. Dude, there's one part in the show where Angie's partner Giles gets kidnapped, and he has like a bomb kind of surrounding his chest. And, Angie's just like, bring in the squad, bring in everybody. So you end up getting, Angie and some other cops. But then the ice cream man comes in, Indians come in with bows and arrows, a motorcycle gang comes in with guns, and like all these weird people start coming in to surround the house. And I was just like, oh wow. And the person who kidnapped them, is a gym teacher. So the chief is talking about, everybody be careful. We don't know what this man is up to. And I don't know if you ever remember dodgeball.
Yeah.
Okay, so the gym teacher gets hit with this big red rubber ball. We call them kickballs. So he gets kicked. He's like, gee dang it, I'm out. Angie take over, and he walks over to the ice cream stand because he got hit with the ball. And when you get hit with the ball in gym class, you're out because they're thinking nostalgia. Dude, I fell out laughing. I was just like, this is some good comedy. Like the visual gags is just, and it's on Hulu. So the first 2 seasons are on Hulu. They're like only about 10 episodes each season, so you can probably watch it within like 2.5 hours, 3 hours. But it's such a great series. I literally was bawling my eyes out. I was just like, this is just ridiculous. And so now I can't wait to see season 3 when it comes out. But I have to ask you, last week we heard from Larry about Nintendo Switch impressions, and you got a Nintendo Switch, correct?
Yes, I did.
What are your impressions of it?
Well, so far, I haven't got... Okay, I love it. I think I want to say I love it. I really liked the Wii U, but I can... So far, everything about the Switch I've really liked, except that it's... I don't know if I'm the only person, but I really loved Miiverse.
Yes.
And now I can really feel it that it's not there anymore, and I miss it.
Did you think? Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Well, it's just like there's no, like that was Nintendo's kind of like a message board. To like you can look up whatever game that you want to talk about or see what people are talking about, and then you could join in or post yourself, things like that. And it's like, you can't do that now. I mean, I don't want to go on GameFAQs or wherever else that has message board communities for that kind of thing. I really liked that it was there on the console and easy to get to. Now I really miss it.
Do you think that it'll come out later this fall? Because I think it would be good for when they start their online functionality that they have Miiverse. And I think,
I hope so.
I think if players or if the voices be heard and people tell Nintendo, hopefully Nintendo of America and Japan are listening, to be like, we would love to have Miiverse back, because definitely with this online structure, that Miiverse is our community.
Yeah.
And
it was it was awesome because it was on the console. If
yes.
they try to make Miiverse but it's only on the phone app that they're going to come out with, then that's not going to be the same.
Yeah.
I don't want to turn to my phone while I'm playing a game. I want to, be on the console and do all that stuff.
Yeah. I would love to see Miiverse turn back. Definitely looking at people's artwork and sometimes their love for a game, and just like you said, reading the comments and stuff. It's really cool because it makes the community connected in a positive way. And I really don't get that off of Xbox Live or PlayStation Network. Like,
there's
I don't
nothing like it anywhere else.
Yeah. So, what games did you get for it? I know Breath of the Wild, but was that it? Just Breath of the Wild?
Breath of the Wild, and I got Snipper Clips.
Snipper Clips. Okay, so thoughts on Snipper Clips?
Wait, my thoughts?
Yes.
It's a pretty clever game. It's pretty quirky. It didn't grab me, and I bought it so that I had a game for me and my girlfriend to play together. At the first night I got the Switch, that's what we did. We played Snipper Clips, and then when she was going to sleep, then I started playing Breath of the Wild. But it ended up flipping, and now she gets mad when I play Breath of the Wild, and she's not there to watch. She is getting really involved. She's figured out some of the puzzles before I could figure it out on my own. It's like we're playing Breath of the Wild together, and she was completely uninterested in Snipper Clips. So that got thrown in my face, kind of. I don't know. I kind of regret buying it because I bought it so we could play it together, and both of us didn't even like it that much. So it's like, it's just going to be sitting on my Wii U now.
You mean your Switch?
I mean, whoops. Oh my god. Yeah, on my Switch. We'll see how long I keep doing that.
Well, I don't know if your girlfriend has ever been a big gamer or anything.
She is.
Okay. I think Snipper, because I think that's going to take time. I think, like you said, the involvement, because I was listening to Game Informer, and they were just like, for some reason, Breath of the Wild is also not only a great game to play, but it's a great game to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guess it makes people feel like they're on the adventure together. And I can't really, for some people, I can solve puzzles in my mind and I can see it and I won't say nothing. But like for Breath of the Wild, I could figure out a puzzle by myself, and I would just be like, don't say nothing. Let me figure it out, cause there's something about Zelda, and we'll get into Zelda impressions just in a few seconds. There's something about Zelda in this puzzles. Like, the whole world feels like a puzzle.
Yeah, for sure.
And
go ahead. I didn't want to say it like I needed her to solve them for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I like it because she's involved too. It's like we're both playing it together. I've never played a Zelda and had that. So I don't know. They did something special with this one.
Well, it's you guys are on the journey together. So it makes it feel like she's contributing something to it, because I don't know if she ever played a Zelda game or is willing to play a Zelda game.
Yeah. She played Ocarina of Time and I think one other one, Link Between Worlds, I think.
Oh, for the 3DS?
Yeah, she has a 3DS, so she likes those games.
You should make her play the first Legend of Zelda. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah, right.
Why you say that?
I think she'd get mad at me if I did that.
Why?
Trying to make her play that game.
Why? You have to understand Zelda, you have to go to...
That one is a little bit too challenging for her.
The first one?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
For her, it is.
How?
It would be.
But she played Link Between Worlds. So how could the easiest one actually be hard.
That is not the easiest Zelda.
Oh, please.
It's not. The first one? Come on. Come on,
Yes.
be serious here.
Yes. The original Legend of Zelda is the easiest game in a whole Zelda franchise. I'm not talking about the handhelds. For console wise, the first one is the easiest one.
No, it's not. Ocarina of Time is the easiest Zelda.
Ocarina of Time Ocarina of Time is difficult, but difficult. You know, Legend of Zelda, the first one is easier than Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time have too many safety nets in that game.
Yeah, exactly. It's too easy because the game pretty much tells you exactly what to do in all situations.
But the thing about it is, I think the Legend of Zelda, the first one, is more easier because if she's able to look at Breath of the Wild and be able to figure out puzzles and adventure everything, that's the same thing she's going to be doing in the original Legend of Zelda. Where Ocarina of Time is just so linear that she won't be able to explore. And she would get frustrated why she can't explore.
No, because I think she beat it. She beat that one just fine.
Ocarina of Time?
Yeah.
Yes, so then she should be able to.
Because the whole game
does
tell you. I think that was her comment, is that the game just tells you what to do.
But see, that's the problem. Like the Legend of Zelda, the first one, is that, you know, with you adventuring and finding out stuff on your own, it gets easy. It's so easy because it's just like, okay, I only have 3 choices. I could go left, up, right, or right, down, left, or up, right, down, or up, left, down. Like, you only have so many simple choices, and getting into the rooms and going through the dungeons and stuff is very easier than Ocarina of Time.
No, it's not.
Where Ocarina of Time has so many steps to actually get into a dungeon and going through a dungeon.
I guarantee putting her in a dungeon, in one of those rooms where it's full of dark nuts, I'm talking about in the original Zelda, she'll go crazy. She'll go crazy and probably just put the game down and never pick it up again.
Because she doesn't want to explore or learn the game.
No, because the combat in that game is garbage.
It's not garbage.
Yes, it is. It's just attack straight ahead of you. That's all you can do is attack just straight ahead of you.
Well, you can attack on the sides.
No, you always have to attack in whatever direction that Link is facing.
Well, yes, that is true. Because it is top down.
There's options and there's all kinds of different things that you can do in Ocarina of Time. Anyway, this is not like a discussion that we should be having right now.
No, I think this is a good discussion, which we'll have later on in the future. Because I think I kind of want to have a discussion about the Legend of Zelda franchises, and mostly the consoles, not the handhelds, to see where we think of it as a series. Like what we love about it, what we hate about it, what's easier, what's harder, like how, not really rank the games and stuff, because I think we all have our different rankings. Like for me, it's hard for me to rank all of the Legend of Zeldas. Like besides, like I said, once again, besides the handhelds, and we're about to get to Breath of the Wild. Like if I had to rank them, Majora's Mask is number 3. Well, no, rephrase it. I'm sorry. Link, Legend of Zelda 2 is number 3, Majora's Mask is 2, and then everything else on the consoles is 1.
Oh my god!
Like everything, like everything from NES, Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, Wii. There wasn't one for Wii U besides Breath of the Wild. Yeah, Breath of the Wild, you know, all of them are like number 1. And that includes Skyward Sword too. That's like equal.
You're gonna make me throw up now.
No, you won't. we'll have, like I said, we'll have that discussion in the future because I kind of do want to have a discussion about that. So now, Breath of the Wild impressions. So this is going to be from Tony's viewpoint and my viewpoint. Last week, everybody, you heard Larry's viewpoint and my viewpoint. Eventually, I think I progressed a little bit more than you, Tony.
Probably. I haven't had a whole lot of time to play.
Have you been unlocking some of the towers or anything?
That's what I've been working on lately. Is pretty
Okay.
much just unlocking the rest of the map because I've only beaten one dungeon.
Excuse me. And is that one of the deities or just a shrine?
No. I beat one. Yeah, I beat an actual dungeon.
Okay. Which okay, so I'm going to say top right.
No, the bottom right one.
The bottom right one. Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
So, that because the bottom left is the desert, which I did.
Yeah. I'm gonna head in that direction in a bit.
Okay, because at the top right was, and this is not really a spoiler or anything, but it's Zora's domain.
That's the one that I've done.
Okay, so that's the top right, in a way. Yeah.
No, I thought the top right is Death Mountain.
That's a little bit further, because
Yeah, that one's to the northwest. There's one to the northeast, one to the east, one to the southwest, and one to the northwest. Is that how it goes?
I think so, but
There's not one really in the southeast. It's like just straight to the east.
Yeah, I think that's Zora domain because I think Death Mountain is like the top. It's like the top. Because in Kuriko Village, they kind of like lead you to where the first one is at, and that's kind of mostly like Zora's domain.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so and that's not and I don't want to say that's a story spoiler, but it kind of leads you into
it is
that.
if you don't know that the Zoras are in the game.
It's the Legend of Zelda game. When did you not know that's not going to be it? When have they started doing a different timeline?
Wind Waker doesn't have any Zoras in it.
That's well, yeah, that is true.
Yeah, so you can't expect anybody to expect anything out of this game.
But for a game like this, you think they're gonna get off the?
It's possible. It's possible for them to not include or include. Who knows? Like the Okay, so you beat the Zora's Domain dungeon?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so you know the fight that you do on the mountain to get the arrows, the Lionel?
Yes.
I had no idea that Lionels were going to be in this game. I got so excited because that is awesome. They haven't been, they were in the original and A Link to the Past, and I think the last time was one of the Oracle games.
Oh, you know what? I thought they were a new enemy.
In the original Zelda, they come in red and blue, just like every other enemy. They're the guys that there's like centaurs, but they have swords and they shoot beams off their swords.
Well, see, this one, I guess the artwork for them, like actually, because I don't remember them actually being in any other Zelda besides, now that you mentioned it, the original Legend of Zelda.
Oh, I'm dumb. They're also in a Link Between Worlds.
Are they? Oh,
yeah.
Are they?
Yeah. You fight them on Death Mountain, that's why.
It's probably been a while since I actually played that.
Yeah.
Link Between Worlds. When I brought that 3DS, my new 3DS from Target for Black Friday, that's all I kind of played until I finished that game.
Yeah, so like seeing those enemies come back to be in 3D, like this is the first time that they're in a 3D Zelda. So it's like it was like super exciting for me to see that. And then I don't know, have you fought the giants yet? Like the one-eyed giant guys?
No. Well, no, I haven't.
You haven't fought any of them?
They're like the King Goblikins kind of looking.
Yeah.
Bobblekins. No, I haven't ran into one, so that's why I haven't fought them.
Okay. So I won't say anything then.
Oh no, I've seen pictures of it, so there's no.
But do you know what those are?
Um, they can't be the eye thing from I think the original Legend of Zelda. There was one of them, one enemy that had like eye in the middle, but it
So
looked like a
Goma?
giant.
You talking about Gomas? Oh, are you talking about the orange circle thing?
Yeah, I think
I forgot
so.
what he's called. But no, not that thing. Not that thing.
No, I thought there
There,
was. I thought there was a one of them because it had the horn on top of it. I think it's in the
the
regular Legend of Zelda, and like one of them look orange, but it's like one eye.
they're supposed to be. Well, I mean, they are. They're the 3D versions of Hinoxes, which are the from A Link to the Past. I don't know if you remember. They're like buff one-eyed guys that throw like
Yeah.
bombs at you.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's what
that's
it
what
is.
those are.
Oh, see, I thought it was the Legend of Zelda. Oh, okay. So it's linked
Yeah,
between link to the past. Good night.
yeah, they're Hinoxes. I got so excited when I saw that those were Hinoxes too, because it's like, they never use those guys in the 3D games.
Well, I think because when is it linked to the past? They actually switched the Triforce. No, yeah, they no. See, I think they switched the Triforce thing to into our Ocarina of Time. The story of the Triforce, because the Legend of Zelda was the first. Was like you got the Triforce to make one, like 7 dungeons made one Triforce. So
Yeah,
you didn't really have like the power of courage, wisdom, and power. All of them having their own little Triforce thing. Or even like the 3 goddesses breaking up into representing those 3 Triforces. I think that didn't happen to Ocarina of Time. So some of the enemies, I'm not recognizing because I'm just like, it feels like they're supposed to be from the Ocarina of Time timeline.
timeline. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm just looking at it as like them bringing back any old enemies.
hmm
Is freaking awesome. But I feel like the enemy variety is still not very high.
Yeah, it's not
Because
little.
mostly it's bokoblins, moblins. There are Hinoxes and there's
The lizards,
Lizalfos,
Lizalfos.
and then there's like Keys and Chews or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
But there's like where are all the other things like Peahats or the Tektites or Gibdos or um, I'm trying to think of like there's just like a bunch of different enemy types that aren't appearing in this game, and it feels like you just kind of fight the same enemies over and over.
Do you think it has to deal with the timeline? Because I
No,
really don't
I
know
think
where
timeline. I don't think they base the enemies in the games by the timeline at all.
it's just the story.
Yeah, they just pick what enemies they want to use in the game, and then that's it.
Okay, and then it's the Guardians, which I think there's 3 types of the Guardians.
Have you? No, I won't say anything.
Yeah, go ahead, ask.
Well, have you fought any of those dragons?
Yes, I did.
Which one?
Okay, so everybody, this is a spoiler. Even though we didn't try to get to it. The one
Sorry.
on, once you get to, when you get to the ancient, lab,
The which one?
there's an ancient lab in a particular village.
Which direction?
Southeast.
Okay.
So, there's a hilltop that has 3 trees, and out of those 3 trees, it's like a whole cold winter place. So if you able to make it up there, there's a infected dragon, like kind of like a Ganon dragon, that's on the spirit of wisdom.
Yeah, it's the shrine. Not a shrine. What do they call it? Like a pool or something? Or a fountain.
Yeah.
Or spring. Do they call it a spring?
It's a spring, but it's like,
That's
Uh,
the one that I did this morning.
yeah, I did that one Friday.
Ah,
Which I thought that was such a cool fight.
it was awesome.
Yeah, but I flipped out. I flipped out when I seen the green dragon flying across the bridge. I'm like, what the heck is this?
Yeah, yeah. There was never any mention of these dragons flying around, and then, like, I went to also Lake Helia.
Uh,
There's one that comes out of the water, flies around, and then goes
that's
back in. And
that's the green one.
is that the green one?
Yeah,
I don't remember what color he was, but
cause
yeah. And then there's a red one that's like kind of by Death Mountain, I think.
see that one I haven't seen.
Yeah, so there's four probably, I would assume,
Probably
or
so.
maybe there's three, and they each represent a part of the Triforce because that spring was for wisdom, like you said.
Yes.
So maybe there's three.
Yeah, and I don't want to spoil anything else on how to fight it. That's something that you
Yeah,
should
yeah,
experience. But you do see it from that viewpoint of that second village that you meet
yeah.
to, and so it's right there. But you just don't know what it is until you get up close up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it
I
was
was just exploring and I saw him, and I was like, "Oh my God, what is that?" And then I went and got close, and then it started that whole thing, that like segment.
it is so funny because this game definitely has a Japanese vibe to it.
Hmm.
And I'm looking at it and I'm just like, this is Miyazaki all over, and it's a different art style, but this speaks spirit to the way to me. Like when I seen that dragon, and so I really don't want to say more than that, but I did have like a Resident Evil moment because he did hit me and I didn't see him for the camera. I'm like, and I shook and I kind of dropped my controller for a second. I'm like, dang it, let me get back up. But I did have that feeling, and the game is just amazing. But let's start off with you. Even though we just went like totally
Just
different
went on
ways.
this total side rant right now.
And mostly that's kind of how I kind of wanted to do it, Precious, on like on what you've been doing and how you're going about your progress and stuff.
Yeah. So for the most part, okay, so I did that first dungeon, and then since that, I haven't really tried to continue with story stuff. I've
Hmm.
just been exploring the world, seeing what I can find, trying to find some shrines and increase, my stamina and health, and uh, that's pretty much it. Oh, and those Koroks. Hope like whenever I find one of those, it's like if it's a good moment.
Have you been unlocking some of the towers?
And the towers, I
Okay.
only have I think two left to find.
Really?
Yeah,
So you got most of them unlocked? Cause see,
yeah,
only got like half right of the top of the towers. I don't have Death Mountain because I can't go into that area. I don't have
because it's too hot.
yes.
The
Which
tower is not in a place that's too hot.
okay.
That's how I got that one.
I think I have the pinpoint on it, but I didn't I think I was flying and I kind of ended up in Death Mountain. It was just like, you're on fire because it's too
Yeah,
hot. And I'm like, oh,
I,
well, let me whoop.
I was trying to get in there so bad, and I could not because I couldn't keep myself cool. I didn't have any food that made me stay cool, and I don't have any clothes for it. So I don't know how you get in there.
Yeah, I think when you get to one of the places, you'll be able to get an outfit that allows you to go there.
Yeah, probably. I was assuming in the desert, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. How has your energy level been at in your stamina? You got more stamina than hearts, or hearts more than
I've
stamina?
done exactly switching off. Every time I have four of those spheres, I switch off. So first I'll get a heart container, and then
Uh,
I'll do stamina, and then heart container again, and then stamina. So I've boosted both my health and my stamina 5 times each.
okay, so then you're about so you have 5 extra hearts, correct?
Well, and then I have one from the dungeon too. So I'm at a total of 8 hearts, I think, or no, 9 hearts.
9 hearts. Okay, I think let's see. I think I'm at 9 hearts also because I have one wheel that they start you with, and then I have 2 pieces of the side of the little small one.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't did anything else than that because my goal is like I'm trying to get every 3 hearts without doing the dungeons, like every 3 hearts and then do stamina, every 3 hearts then do the stamina. Because I'm usually using the stamina to do the climbing, not so much the running or anything like that.
You don't use it for running?
I mean, not really. I mean, I do run at sometimes, but I really don't. I think I just like enjoy doing whatever, like the walk in and enjoying the view and stuff, because like sometimes when I run, it doesn't progress me to get to a certain point for like further. Compared to where if I climb up to a high place and I jump off and glide, I could do more of I could travel more distance that way than just running.
Okay.
And I still haven't slid down on my shield yet.
I forget about that's even a feature, and then I did it like on accident one time, and I think I haven't done it since.
I don't even know what the control is.
I think you have to jump and then you press A and he'll put the shield under. Maybe you have to have your weapon or your shield drawn though.
Okay.
But I think it's jump and then press A.
Cause it doesn't teach you that or anything.
Oh yeah, I did it on accident, and then it's like, oh, by the way, you can do this. It's like, okay.
Yeah, cause I didn't like when I got the shrine in the Great Plateau where the ice is at, where it's cold and stuff. I didn't slide down or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually got to the second shrine. I got to the cabin where I guess the old man was at, where you could start because that's where I learned how to cook. I would start cooking there, and where he asked you if you could bring more wood to him. So I cut the tree and it fell down, and I crossed over the tree. There's a mountain that has the shrine up top, but so if you go in the backwards part, you could climb up, but there's resting spots. So I climbed up, rested, and then I finally got the whole way up because I didn't know what other way to get to the shrine in the game.
Yeah, that's how I got to that one too. I climbed up.
Yeah. So,
are you supposed to go from the ice shrine?
Yeah.
Is that how you're supposed to get there?
In the Great Plateau.
Well, I guess you can't say that you're supposed to because this is a game. Everyone's supposed to have a different experience and get to
that one you're supposed on their own. That one you're supposed to. The first 3 shrines that you go to in the Great Plateau at the start of the game, those 3 shrines you're supposed to do that in the first, and then you're able to do.
No. I mean, getting to each shrine should be like unique to each player. It's not. It doesn't have to be a certain way.
Well, that one it is. The shrine in the cold area, you have to get there a certain way.
No, I mean, I'm saying, like, to resist the cold even, it's like, you probably did something different from me,
Well, what did you do?
Well, I actually tried to get as far as I could with just a lit torch.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I
am the most, like, not stingy, I don't like to use my items and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So, like, I try to run in the snow for as long as I can before I have to use, like, food to keep me warm.
Well, I actually got to the Bokoblins. I gotta learn their name.
Bokoblins.
Bokoblins. I know people gonna be just laughing at me and stuff. Well, whatever. Bokoblins. I got to their little camp, their big major camp where you have to, and this is kind of in some of the trailers, you have to shoot the bridge down to get up there. So
Shoot a bridge down.
Yeah, there's a little camp that in order to get up top where the bokoblins are at, you have to shoot the bridge down so you can walk up and fight them. Because underneath their little camp is underneath.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
and I could not figure that out.
Yeah,
underneath. So I was just like, I'm out of here.
Underneath them are the spicy peppers. So
yeah.
I killed them. They have a pot, and because one of the torches was right by me, they had lit a fire. I heated up the pot, cooked the spicy peppers, ate the spicy, got into a little bit where the bridge was at, used my my magnet to bring that metal plate over to where the bridge was at, ate my spicy peppers, went over the bridge and started running up to the shrine and went in without losing no health. And that's that part was meant for it to be done that way. And then
I don't know. I feel like you can't say that about anything in this game. It's kind of everyone does it their own way.
Well, I think when you figure out some things because I feel like that was kind of placed in how to learn. Like these are like different ways that you can get to where you need to be at, but you need to learn that this game has pros and cons. If you plan to do stuff your way, the pro to you is you actually getting there. The con is it's going to be a challenge getting there. Without using your resources and stuff.
Yeah, that's exactly what I've been challenging myself too much.
Yeah. Oh, I've been cooking up a storm. I've been loving the cooking. I've been loving, making up my own recipes, seeing what works and what doesn't work. Like, I've been enjoying that stuff a lot. I got two of the deities down. But I want to explain what I did. And I've been doing more shrines and getting more towers up. And I am looking for more armor and stuff, and I did meet the Great Fairy. I did meet one of them, and there's more stuff that's in this game. I did come across a guardian, and they are terrifying.
A guardian. Oh.
Yes.
Those like robot things. Yeah, I've
They
been killed a couple times by those things.
Yeah, they are scarier than all the enemies in Resident Evil 7. Because they're walking around making sure they can find you. But the thing about it is when they're not in your view and they got that red little thing on you and you're climbing and you don't have enough stamina to jump, the must can hit you. And they do a lot of damage. Like this is not good. This is not good at all. And so,
they definitely do an insane amount of damage.
Yeah. So
and when you try to hit them, you don't do very much.
Oh. Yeah. I don't have a registered horse yet, and I don't have Epona yet. But I enjoyed and I said this on last episode, and I'm going to keep saying this again to people get the point. The horses in this game is better than any driving mechanic in any Grand Theft Auto.
What?
The controlling the horse when you're riding horses. It's better than anything driving wise in Grand Theft Auto.
Oh my god.
The Grand Theft Auto.
You hate on Grand Theft Auto too much.
I have my viewpoints about GTA, but the car physics and mechanics are horrific.
Why do you always have to bring up GTA?
Because I'm comparing a horse to a car. Why is a horse controlled better than a car? A car should be simple to be controlled, not a horse.
Okay.
So once again, it controls great. The cars in Grand Theft Auto don't, and that's a shame. So, but we are going to have more Zelda impressions in the coming week. I think, I do want to give a shout out to my good friend Kyle Wade, my boss from Team Nerd. He got all 120 shrines.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, so he got
On his own, or he looked them up?
no, he did them all on his own. So I think it's 30 hearts, and I think it's 3 wheels. It's like 2 of your side wheels, and then it's your main wheel for your stamina.
Yeah.
So, cause I thought it was 20 hearts or 21 hearts, but I guess now it's 30 in the game. So, I'm right now, since I did the deity, one of the deity ones, I'm going to go shrine hunting. So to find shrines and unlock them. Have you come across any Koroks?
Yeah, I find them all the time.
Okay.
It's awesome.
I need to find Hetstu. I still want an amiibo of him in a plush. I love his dancing with the maracas.
Who?
Hestu?
Wait, what? That's his name, Hestu?
Yeah.
That's the maraca Korok?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Did you say that they need to make an amiibo of him?
Yes.
That would be so funny.
Because he's amazing.
Did you get any amiibos for this game, Breath of the Wild?
I have the Wind Waker and I have the 30th one. I haven't got the Breath of the Wild amiibos just yet.
I got really lucky, man. When I went into the store to get, I got like a case for my Switch.
Yes.
They had one Guardian there, yeah, so I got him.
I got 6 of them.
You own 6 Guardian amiibo?
At our store we do. At my job.
Well, your freaking store's too far away from me, man.
Well, yeah, but if I would have known.
Over here, I don't see any Guardians anywhere.
Tony, I got, when Breath of the Wild came out, I got 8 amiibos of each of them. Of the Guardians, the Goblin ones. Bokoblins. I got them. I got 8 of them. I got 8 of, Link. And then I got 8 with Link on his horse, on the Epona. Oh, and Princess Zelda. I think, is it 5 or 4 of them? I think it's 5 of them.
There's 2 Links, Zelda, a Bokoblin, and the Guardian. So 5.
And then I got 8 of them, and really no one hasn't even touched them. So,
I've never even seen a Zelda one.
Yeah, we got Zelda looks like Mega Man X.
What?
Like, if you look at her hair, cause isn't it Mega Man X that he got like the hair coming out his helmet? Or is that Zero?
No,
that's Zero.
You're talking about Zero.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Mega Man X just came to my mind. I'm sorry, everybody.
You're lucky.
But Zero.
You're very lucky that Adrian's not on the show right now. He would have been mad.
Adrian's already mad at me.
Yeah.
I love you, Adrian, when you hear this. So whether you skip this portion or not, I love you always. But that's just some of our Zelda impressions. I'm going to move on quickly because we just only got 3 more. I know, Tony, you have somewhere to be at in a couple of minutes. So, Rhyme being $10 more on Switch than PS4, Xbox One, and PC. This picked up a kind of a big controversy, and this is one of their statements. They said, when we released our suggested retail price, we took into account many things, including development, production, and manufacturing costs. When the decision was made to do a physical release for the Switch version at $39.99, it was done so based on those factors. That is the bottom line. We are not attempting to take advantage of a freshly released console, a specific group of fans' affinity for games, a lack of games on a specific console, or any of those factors. It all comes down to the cost to get it out the door. So, cause there's another game, another indie game that's coming. I guess it's going to be a higher price on Switch than it is on the other systems. But what are your thoughts, Tony, about that?
Wait, what game is this that's more expensive? Rhyme? Yes. What is that?
It was a game that Sony was going to be published. It looks like Breath of the Wild, almost is like a puzzle platformer kind of. It's in the style of Breath of the Wild almost. But it's a puzzle platformer kind of game.
Huh. And how much is it on Switch?
Yeah, they decided to bring it to Switch because it was exclusively to PS4 because Sony was going to publish it. but Sony dropped the publishing, and so the company decided to put it on all consoles, and they decided to bring it to Switch. So the Switch version is coming at a later date after the because they're getting PS4, Xbox One, and PC is getting it in May, and then at some other time it'll be coming out to Switch, but it's coming out at a higher price point. And the thing about it is that because it is getting a physical release for each system, people are wondering why is it $10 more on the Nintendo console? Wouldn't it be more on? Wouldn't it be equal pricing against all of it? And because of this price thing, will it now hurt the company? Because it's like, well, it's coming out on a later date for the Switch, but depending on when they're going to release it for the Switch, we don't know, and people might not care about it. About the game if they already played it on the other systems. But with it being a higher price point, what do you think about it? Like,
I am not one to argue with pricing.
And let me add this. This is for the physical and digital version for Switch.
Okay. I mean, it's not something that bothers me. I mean, if it costs $10, then it costs $10. If it costs $30, then it costs $30. Like, I have no control of it, so I don't complain about it. You know, it's like, if it's worth it to me, then I'll pay it. If not, don't.
Well, it's going to be $30 on PS4, $40 on Switch, and actually,
so good job congratulations to anyone that has both. That way, they have the option to just pick the PS4 one. Like, I don't know. It doesn't matter to me, the pricing.
Yeah, but then, well, okay. Because in Australia, it's $80 on Switch and $60 on PS4 and Xbox One and PC.
Yeah, so I guess, I don't know. Go buy one of those other consoles. If you're bothered by it being more expensive on a Switch.
Well, do you think that if it's the exact same game that plays as PS4, like, if you can't tell no difference and they didn't add nothing, did you think the $10 would justify it?
I mean, I don't even know what this game looks like, but...
I thought you seen it at E3. They showed it at E3 before.
Ryan?
Yeah.
No, that name doesn't ring a bell to me at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, check it out when you get a chance.
Yeah. Is it on the Switch's like news board or no?
It should be. You could actually check a trailer out on YouTube because they had it in development for PS4, and they cut a trailer. They cut a new trailer when they broke off from Sony. When Sony dropped it, they put a longer trailer on the progress of the game, on how everything works and how it looks.
Okay, so yeah, I'll take a look, but yeah, pricing has never been anything that bothered me, even if it's more expensive on what I have. Like, whatever, that's my problem for having what I have, so I'll spend it if it's a game that I want, and if it's not, then it doesn't bother me either way.
Okay. So moving on to the second topic, PS4 update finally happened, and now you could get up to 8 terabyte external hard drive. Thoughts? I think it's finally time that they did it, because I personally want to, like I said, I want to drop everything off my PS4. Like, that 500 gig is not even worth having.
Yeah, that is it. I thought that when I bought a PS4 that it was 500 gigs, I thought that was going to mean a lot of space to me, because I had a Wii U, which was only, 32?
Yes.
And now I see that I'm filling up my PS4's internal hard drive real quick, all from just game updates and stuff. So I didn't realize that it couldn't even do the external thing before.
Right. And that's why I was just like, so because when Wii U came out, they said from day one you could do an external hard drive up to 2 terabytes. So you know, whether you got the 8-bit or 32, you could throw on an external hard drive and have more data. With PS4, and you know, it even took a while for Xbox One. It was just like, hold on, your games are 40 gigabytes. Like, that's taking up a lot of space on that hard drive, and only have 500 gigs, and you have to be very technical just to remove the hard drive and then put a new one in. I'm just like, but I'd rather just plug it in, move everything, and then whenever I have to install or download anything, it goes to there. Like, I wasn't installing stuff to the cloud or anything, even save data. It was just like, it took forever. For my PS4 and Xbox One, it takes forever to install games. And this is on a disc. And to not have any kind of space or anything. Like, the PS4, I think this will be, 3 years that it's been out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, why has it taken almost 2.5 years to get an external hard drive on your system? Even with the Pro coming out and the Slim version.
Right?
You know, why did it take? And I always say it took Nintendo to get the external hard drive game into the space, because you really can't do that you can't really say Xbox 360, because you had to buy extra space, and that was like a 20. It only did the 20 HD for $100. And you couldn't even do an external hard drive until almost the 4th revision, almost to the Xbox 360 Slim, to do an external hard drive.
Mm.
So.
Yeah, it's pretty funny that it took them so long.
Like, what was your thoughts when you heard the news? Was you just like, finally?
I'm telling you, I didn't even know. So for me, it was more like, what? How is that not something that they had by default?
Yeah, because it's just like, well, you put in all these games out and you're hyping about how they sell well on PlayStation 4, but only way that people could play them is that they had to keep removing the game off their system. Sorry about that. Or removing that hard drive and putting another hard drive in to put that 500 to put stuff on. It's just like, why not just give me an external hard drive so I could just put all my games on one, hard drive?
Mm-hmm.
And so now that they go up to 8 terabytes, I mean, that's good. I'm probably gonna get a 2 terabyte for my PlayStation 4, because I want to dump everything on there. I got my Xbox One is 1 terabyte, and I got an extra 1 terabyte external hard drive. But I might, with that, I could just take some stuff off and put more on, because some of the games are already beat and played. And unless if I want to do like 100%, I could. But other than that, like half of my games from my Xbox One are already beat. So
what is the other? There's another option on PS4, isn't there? You can like upgrade the internal hard drive space, something like that.
Yeah, you have to remove it and then put another 500 gig hard drive on it. You can't expand it past that.
No, I thought you expand it. You don't replace it.
Nope. You have to take the hard drive that's in the system and put another hard drive in.
Oh,
that was
yeah. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, and that's because they didn't have no external hard drive. So you couldn't plug nothing in to move all that data on the external hard drive, and then but now when you download games and stuff, it goes to the hard drive. You didn't have no way to do that. Xbox One and Wii U did. And 360.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're still not able to add the external hard drive to your PlayStation 3. And we won't talk about the Vita. So, moving on from that. Our last topic, and this is going to kind of be short, is 2017 has been a big year for games. Like, across all platforms. We got a new system with the Nintendo Switch. Great games coming out for PS4, Xbox One, and we have some good indie games on PC and even on Wii U. Just everywhere, 3DS. Definitely for 2017, do you think this would be one of the hardest years for Game of the Year, Sony. Like, we have a standout first half, and we haven't even reached May yet, or June, or E3.
For Game of the Year?
Yes. To have nominations, just like, do you think this is going to be a hard one for people to lock down their top games for 2017 to say, okay, this is a good nomination for Game of the Year for 2017?
Nah, I have the feeling people are just going to give it to Zelda.
Well, do you? Because I think in the running right now is Horizon and Zelda, and a lot of people are loving Nier Automata. They're holding that game up high. That might be in the running for Game of the Year, and Resident Evil 7.
I doubt Resident Evil 7. Because I feel like nobody's talking about that game anymore. But yeah, I feel like people are just going to be, at the end of the year, people are just going to say Zelda was the best game. Just because it's a brand new Zelda, maybe Nintendo needs it a little bit, and because people just love Zelda, and everyone is loving this game.
It's been deemed a masterpiece, so between this and Overwatch, I think.
Well, Overwatch can't be Game of the Year now.
Well, yeah, I know that, but looking back over the years, would people be more impressed with Breath of the Wild or be still more impressed with Overwatch?
Impressed? I wouldn't say impressed, but people.
Well, I mean, because impressed in the point where when you look back in the games and you be like, wow, I remember how because I feel like Breath of the Wild kind of is now changing how you look at open world games, where when you look at Overwatch, it's just like it's a arena based game done by Blizzard, and
but the
Blizzard
difference is that Overwatch has seasonal stuff that gets you to keep coming back.
Yeah.
Whereas Zelda, they have a season pass, but I doubt that that's going to be enough to get people to keep playing this game all year. I feel like once people are done playing through this game, then they'll probably move on to whatever's next, but they'll remember it as being just an awesome game.
Or probably people going back to get the stuff that they miss. Because it's going to probably be, because I feel like when you hear people talk about it, be like, that wasn't in the game. And you'll be like, yeah, that was in the game. I didn't see that. Then you might want to go check that out. Like that kind of stuff. And where Overwatch is like, yeah, like you said, it has seasonal things, but that's kind of needed for a game like that to even keep the game going, to keep the interest going.
Yeah, Zelda doesn't even need to be that kind of game because it's already got enough conversation in itself. There's enough things about that game to have people constantly talking about it for the rest of the year, but they're not going to necessarily need to keep playing it throughout the year. Overwatch is a game that people are going to be playing throughout the year because there's that seasonal stuff that keeps people coming back to play it. Just like all that Christmas stuff that they just had, like the snowball game, and there's all the cool skins, and that's a game that people will be constantly playing and talking about, especially with new characters coming out for it. Whereas Zelda, it's more of a game, it'll probably not be a lot of people playing it, especially as new Switch games come out, like Mario Kart. For sure, I'll probably stop. I'll be done with Zelda by the time Mario comes out. Mario Kart.
And then Splatoon.
And then Splatoon, and then there's Mario, what is it, Odyssey?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's other games too, I'm sure, that'll come out that'll keep me going with the Switch, but I won't necessarily be playing Zelda as much.
Well, do you think Nintendo kind of got 2017 on lock for Game of the Year at this moment?
But yeah, I think that Zelda will be Game of the Year, yes.
Whose company did you think could beat them?
Wait, what?
Whose company you think that could beat them?
For Game of the Year?
Yeah, for Game of the Year.
I don't think anything can beat Zelda for Game of the Year.
Really?
Yeah.
That's high praise.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, there's nothing, but I'm also a Nintendo fan, so it's like I'm being, you know, maybe close-minded a little bit, but yeah, I don't think that there's going to be a better game.
Okay. Because
What other games are even coming out this year?
Mass Effect Andromeda,
Yeah,
Persona.
I don't care about like that, those kinds of games.
I'm
So.
trying to give you a list.
I know. I'm just saying, like,
I just love how you just like, what other games are coming on? Mass Effect Andromeda. I don't care about it. I'm like, no, wait, I'm
yeah,
trying to
it's
give
like
you a list.
people go crazy about Mass Effect. Do they still?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's one of the most anticipated games.
I thought that what's it called would be the one game to overshadow Zelda. What's it called? Horizon.
Mm-hmm.
And that game, it's in my PS4 right now. I didn't even start it up.
I'm playing it this week. I'm gonna try to beat the order because I go on vacation. So I'm gonna try to beat the order, and then I'm gonna start Horizon because I'm gonna take a break from. I'll probably play a little bit of Zelda today.
Zelda.
Yeah, but I'm gonna take a break before.
You'll never come back.
Well, the thing about it is that I bought Horizon and Zelda Breath of the Wild on the same day, so I kind of want to get the Order 1886 out the way because it's a short game. Trying to work on some of my PS4 games, and then I want to dedicate my vacation time into Horizon. You know, getting a feel for that, and then come back to Breath of the Wild.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I have Mass Effect, but you know, with that I'll probably pick it up Mass Effect up and don't get to that until April because I have to do Mass Effect and Persona 5 kind of like back to back. So that's gonna kind of be like, I gotta play these games even though they came out. Okay, I gotta work on Zelda, and then you know Mario Kart 8 I'll have, and then not Persona 2, Splatoon 2 I'll have, and then I'll get my Switch system, and cause I'm getting my Switch in June. That was my plan. And then, besides my, Mario Odyssey, I'm not looking forward to Red Dead Redemption 2, cause it's a Rockstar game, so nothing new there. And I may look into God of War. I have to see more at E3. And then hopefully Cuphead comes out because Cuphead is like kind of the next big Xbox One game for me.
Yeah, whatever happened to that game?
They delayed it so they could work more on it. I think they was working on more levels, adding more content, and getting the balance of performance ready. So it should be out sometime this year. They have to announce it for E3. They got to.
Yeah, hopefully that game finally comes out because it looked like a cool game to watch.
Yeah, and it's one that and Ori the Blind Forest was the reason that I got the Xbox One. So
and Recore.
And Recore, yes. I have my thoughts about Recore. You guys could check that out. But hopefully,
I really wanted to play that.
Well, I really don't know what happened to the DLC. I think they're still working on it. So hopefully Microsoft says something about it.
Huh.
Yeah, because there's just a lot for me to work on. Because like this fall, like I said, out of Mario Kart Odyssey, and if they push Cuphead to the fall, those would be the only two games that I could look forward to. That I could say that I want for the holiday. Because because nothing else on PS4 I really care about. I mean, Shadow of Mordor or Shadow of War, I could get that on Xbox One because I own it on Xbox, the Shadow of Mordor. So, but with that, everybody, that is our show. Thank you, Tony. Plug anything. What you got to plug?
I don't think I have anything to plug.
Oh,
yeah, nothing really.
Okay. You guys can check out more of World 1-1 podcast at shoutengine.com. You can follow us follow us on Twitter at world1_1podcast. You can email the show at world11podcast at gmail.com, WORLD11 podcast at gmail.com. Join us on the forum, the World 11 podcast forum, where you could now start reading some of our reviews, check out some of our sales, not our sales, some sales that we like to post. Check out some of our like discounts and challenges and stuff like that. Some of the discussions. Just got a whole bunch of things going on there. You can also follow me on Twitter at ThatRetroCode. You can follow my podcast Optional Opinion at the AnomalousRadioNetwork.podbean.com, SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play. You can also check out my other podcast, Power Block, that I do with Corey Hudson, or Corey Derrick, from Nerds Gone Rogue, NGR Radio. You can check that out. And I think that's about it. Larry and Adrian, unfortunately, couldn't make it. Larry's on vacation and Adrian is being a developer. So I do want to thank you, Tony, for coming on. Hopefully you can come back and we can have more discussions.
Yeah, for sure. I'll be back again.
Yes, and with that, everybody, we will talk to you later. Bye.
Laters.